Good evening, everybody. Hope you all having a beautiful day. Just had another beautiful dinner with some Hexkins / Pulsechain sacrificikins. It was a great time. I had some wine, so I'm a little bit wine-old right now. But yes, beautiful times indeed. Boy, problem solvers here. What's going on? Crypto luck box. Yes, sir. Putting guru. I'm feeling it. You feeling it? Cheers, everyone. Tonight from beautiful Panama. Awesome time with Randy, Anna, and Maximus. We need to set up a Hexkin Pulsechain meetup down here after Pulsechain. That is right. And thank you for dinner, sir. We had a great time. Ted Nelson, evening, everyone. Optimality, 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks. The infamous 2 more weeks. It's 2 more weeks until it's no longer 2 more weeks. Hello, Mom. I love it. Running the RH Bulls and what a run it will be. Yes, yes, yes. Hello, Serena. Good to see you. Hexkin Lost in Asia. Good morning, Randy. I signed up for crypto workshop at my international university. Might leave class a few minutes early today to go to school. Then I'm on blockchain and the RH ecosystem. Isn't that funny? How, because schools are always a couple years behind. Let's just be simple with it. They're going to teach you on the basics of blockchain or stuff, which is cool. But I guarantee they're not talking about DeFi. DeFi is the new thing. Good evening, everybody. 1 week on Zeolite. Sleeping awesome. Way to go, Doug. Way to go. I had one of our friends, one of our actually patron people, he wrote in our patron group, and he says the reason why he trusts me, and I'm sure he's going to hear this, thank you for the trust, is that he took Zeolite and it changed his life. So he was having some medical issues. He took Zeolite and boom, did a lot of stuff for him. So he's very happy. I'm happy for him, just like it did for me. It was so weird, man. For those of you guys who don't know the backstory for me, I've been a Hexkin since day one, since when it launched. But I started having kidney issues about, I think it was January 2020. No, later than that. January 2021. And I was in Mexico at the time, and I had all kinds of issues. I was going to see the urologist, and I'm not going to go into the gory details of what it's like to have bad kidneys, but it was pretty bad. And I told everyone on Twitter, I told everyone on YouTube that I was struggling with my kidneys. And I started taking Zeolite. I started drinking lemon water and apple cider vinegar a couple times a day. And then 6 months ago, I went and got tested again. I did all the same tests that I had done back in 2021. And my kidneys were 100% back to normal. And doctors will tell you that kidneys do not heal themselves, but that's traditional medicine. So I call it bullshit. You can heal yourself. It's taking the right supplements and doing the right thing, staying away from, for me, I think, artificial sweeteners. I used to drink a lot of Diet Coke. Diet Coke was my thing. So I got rid of all that, and my kidneys healed themselves. So it can be done. And I think Zeolite was one of the things that helped me get there. Is the Tornado Cash guy getting out of the clink? I haven't heard anything, Funkmaster Hex. Man, guys, I swear, since I lost my main Twitter account, I just haven't had the same interest in Twitter like I used to. And it does bother me because I used like a question like that, I would know it. I know the answer right away. I just don't know anymore because I'm not spending the 1 hour per day on Twitter. I'd rather spend it in Telegram and talking to people within the Telegram group. Today I spoke to Stu Man from Tetra. I spoke to a fellow that I'm onboarding into Hex. I spoke to my partner. It's like I'd rather do those things rather than spend time using my backup account to mess around on Twitter. I'm kind of pissed off at Twitter right now. Locksmith, I'm ready to rock too. Let's bring it. Crypto Compassion, what's up? Hex Keen says, hey, Randy and AI, y'all don't be getting tempted with the meme coin Pepe Peepo narrative. I did the dance for a few stressful days, came out alive by the skin of my teeth, but never again. Boredom kills. Hex Keen, what the hell are you doing, man? What were you thinking? Stay away from that shit. We got our own meme coins. If you're going to do it, go for poor pleb. No disrespect, Pepe. No disrespect. But stick with poor pleb. Or Pulse Doge Win, who, by the way, are going to have a great staking mechanism for their token, for their meme coin. Hex Thailand, good to see you. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming fast. We're seeing all the signs, right? Katie Crypto, you can tell she's getting excited. Hivid's getting excited. Richard, he's not saying much, but you could tell, I don't know, just by his tone and stuff, we read into it, right? And I'm reading into it, and I'm reading into it as if there's not much more that needs to be done. Maybe PulseSwap or PulseX needs to PulseSwap. Maybe PulseX needs to be updated to the Uniswap version 3, and then we're good to go. Let's turn it on. Let's go. Jason Stromberg. Good evening, Jason. Hello, Corey. Another great stream today, sir. I was watching Corey's earlier this morning. Tintop. Serena, I'm always with the hearts. Good evening. Hex Lost in Asia. ATX, what's up, Randy? Sent you a DM. Okay, sir. I'll check it out. Just got back from dinner. I'd check it out in the morning. Hey, Pepe. Let's get at it. It feels good, right, guys and gals? It feels good that we're on the verge of something amazing. And something like this isn't going to happen too many times in our lives. So Pulsechain to me is an opportunity that it's just something that's not going to, in life, you have a few defining moments of excitement of something that you participate in. And this is one of those. And I can feel the excitement in everybody. Tonight with Umberto and the other friend that came, just talking about Pulsechain and the excitement at the table, you could tell that we all sense that we're on the precipice of some magnificence. And that is the launch. So let's bring it. What's up, Pets and Crypto? Ray Moker says, woohoo, I cannot wait to schedule a trip to visit and get in the global game. Yes, sir. Absolutely. And it's pretty easy for you. I think you're in Vegas. So we have direct flights from Vegas to Panama. What's up, Randy? Hope you guys are awesome. Big love from UK. Crypto Zendo, get some sleep. You can watch me on the replay. Yeah, doing great. Eventually, it won't be 2 more weeks anymore. Exactly. ¿Qué tal? Saludos. ¿Qué tal, James Briv? Todo bien, gracias. Luke Duke. Get that cheese. Corey. Randy, what's not going on tonight? The Pulsechain is looking as if it's locked and loaded. 1 day closer. I'm actually feeling it. I'm actually feeling the energy that we're there. I don't know why I feel this way. Maybe there's maybe we have that tingly that tingly sensation that maybe we wake up tomorrow. Maybe I wake up tomorrow and Richard's got a tweet. We're live, folks. Wouldn't that be something? I hope so. I was just listening to Jim Willie. Oh, Jim Willie, the crazy loony from Costa Rica, or lives in Costa Rica. I was just listening to Jim Willie on Nino's channel. He's a little winoed too. He thinks XRP will be the international settlement layer. Jim Willie, man, has he fallen off of his chair or something? Guy's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I've watched him for years because he was a gold and silver guy like myself. But he was right about everything with the U.S. government and with the Federal Reserve, the dollar collapse. He's been talking about it for years. TTT, ATX, ATX, compassion, another day closer, peeps. Yes, sir. Everyone, hey, vets, everybody that's got the monthly consult with me, make sure you get your consults in, man. We need to chat this week. It's already Tuesday. Hit Calendly, book your calls, and let's have a call. Let's chit chat. I've already had a couple. I had like 2 last week, 2 this week. I think I have like 3 on Thursday. It's just good to know. For me, it's a benefit too. People think that consult is only one way. It's not, because I learned things from you guys too, and your opinions and ideas of how things can be done. I had a great one yesterday. Just takes it up a notch. And every time I do a consult, I get better. You guys are sharpening that sword. Let's get it. 100x in 90 days. Yes, sir. The twin father. Oh, snap. Korean investor sliding up in here. It's an honor as always. Yes, it is. Who's ready for some beats to drop? T Gray, yeah, feeling it. What is that? It's a salute. Nice. Hey, Benny, touch the tip of your nose and say the alphabet backwards, please. Look, I just had a couple glasses of wine. I'm a cheap drunk. He's getting on bail. Nice, getting out on bail. So that's the founder of not Hurricane Cash, but Tornado Cash. Nice. The one that's coming to Pulsechain is called Hurry Cash. I wonder if that's still coming. Listen, guys, if you're still in that country, and that country shall now not go named, you're not free. Yeah, I'm listening to Maddie. He's still alive. It's a good one. Great. Love Maddie. Maddie is and has been a dedicated Hexican from early days, and just keeps going and going and going. He just, like the Energizer Bunny, just keeps going. In the early days, hey, lights out. I didn't do live streams in the early days. I participated in them. I would show up, I would talk, but the crew in the early days, they looked at me as just as an outsider. They looked at me as somebody who's just coming in to take advantage of the Hex ecosystem, to take profit and leave. But they didn't realize that I was there for the long term, and I've been here ever since. So yeah, sometimes I regret not being the trading Randy coming in and doing what I used to do. Because I'm pretty sure I would have more Hex right now if I was more aggressive like I used to be. But I became a Hexican and adopted the long-term hold strategy, and it's changed my life, my family's life. Made some good friends, and it's been beneficial. Maybe I'm not as rich as I could have been, but I definitely done well. Yes, sir. Clintrones. You heard? I heard too. Telegram is the best way to get up to date with any project. Yeah. Telegram's amazing. So what's funny is I was talking to Stu Man today, and I hope he doesn't mind that I'm talking about this, but maybe he'll forgive me because I had some wine. But they thought somebody came into the Tetra ecosystem and bought up a whole bunch of Tetra. and they became a whale in the Tetra ecosystem. And when that happens, that whale becomes a threat to the ecosystem because they own so many of the tokens. And he thought it was me, or people thought it was me. Using Chainalysis or Chainalysis, they thought that it was my wallets that did it. I was like, I'm glad you think I was so smart, but I've never bought Tetra off the market. So, and I didn't sacrifice for Tetra. So they don't have to worry about me being the one who did that. I was wondering why I was getting messages from random people saying, oh, Randy, I got some dirt that you might be part of and stuff. And I think it's all because of the Tetra stuff, but it wasn't me in the end. I said, Stu, don't worry about it. And I messaged my group, because my group, the Patreon group is pretty powerful. I said, hey, if any of you guys did it, if it was you that bought up that Tetra, contact Stu, and he wants to make a deal with you to buy back some of that Tetra. So, yeah. Being a whale in the ecosystem is a good thing, and you can also be a threat to that ecosystem. So I understand his position. Probably lights out. He probably bought up all the Tetra. Terrible Nancy. Good evening. Happy to be joining like-minded people, all happy about Pulsechain. Welcome, Terrible Nancy. Poor Pleb doing well, still up 3x. Poor Pleb's a good one just to get a nice position now prior to the Pulsechain launch. Hopefully, the team will have some pretty awesome marketing coming over the next year, and the images and stuff that they share. Poor Pleb would be a perfect one to see them all over TikTok. Animations and stuff, little cartoon animations. I could see the marketing for Poor Pleb doing that. And it's just I think it'll be really easy to market that one. It's fun. It's a little bit in the gray area. So he wants to keep going. No one is doing more for that forked 1-to-1 more than Nomad. No one is doing more for that forked 1-to-1 more than Nomad. Is Nomad Terrible Nancy? You're new to the channel. I don't know Nomad. Is Nomad an ERC20? And you're saying that they're going to support their PRC20? Trust Swap, I know, is supporting their PRC20. They've been openly talking about it. I don't know anybody else, really. Luther, yeah, it's changed because of the light. The hexagon light is changing colors. It's like it's Christmas. What's the deal with Tetra and Stewman trying to locate the person who jumped in too earlier? What's happening there? Like I just said, is when the coin launched, somebody came in and bought up a whole crap ton of Tetra. So when they put in I don't know, maybe they put in the liquidity wrong or something, and somebody took a huge position, and now they're trying to hunt down who did it. And, if it was me and they offered me a bunch of ETH for a bunch of my Tetra in order to make sure that the system was safe, I would have given them back. I would have traded it back. They would have given me profit. Some timing and synchronization, so it seems to be left. So some timing and synchronization, so it seems to be left. What are we discussing? Some bets in crypto. Sandeep, good morning to you, sir. Hello, Black Label Expat. Hopefully we'll see you soon. 13 more days. Some have 7 version 2 pumps harder, and PulseX will stay as version 2 for token economics reasons. Thoughts? I don't know, man. I just think Richard's got an ego, and he wants to launch with the best, and version 3 is the best. So why launch with a version 2? Yeah, he could, but why? The failed transaction issue was solved pretty quick on V4. Brett Tepp is the man. Yeah, I've had no issues. I don't know about you guys, but who here has had a failed transaction? I haven't had any. One scenario is that he could release a PulseX version 2 with the Uniswap version 3 and limit orders. Okay. Yeah. Like a click over, you could change to version 3. That'd be pretty cool. I love that. Same coins, 2 dexes. Yeah. Doing everything right for your health. Keep up the good, brother. Thank you, Benny. Appreciate it. V4 is exciting. Yeah, it's working phenomenal. That's what gives me hope that it's going to launch really soon. And I know there's people in the chat like, ATX crypto, who believes it's going to launch real quick. I would love to meet up with you soon. Will you be coming stateside anytime soon? No. Nope. Thank the U.S. government for that. My son is not allowed in the U.S. because I don't want him to have a U.S. passport. And he's born to a U.S. father, so it's a stupid rule. I'll be in Canada, though, if you guys want to visit me in Toronto. Feels good to finally be at the beginning of something special. Absolutely, Vets in Crypto. This doesn't happen much in life. We are at the beginning. I was at the beginning of Hex. I didn't listen. I sacrificed on day one. Shouldn't have. I should have waited a week or two. Still okay. It worked out fine. I launched a bunch of other projects. I launched Epic Cash. Epic Cash, the last bull run, I initially got my Epic Cash at 0.8 of a penny and 1 penny. And at the top of the bull run, it was $8.50. So that's an 850x. That would have been nice. But I sold it all at 56 cents and put it into Pulse and Hex. I was at the launch of Aave. What's another big one? I don't have to go down memory lane. But I was there for Steam It and loved that for 2 years. So it's been seeing some cool stuff. So I am a blessed individual. Tingling deep in my nuts since V4 launched. Yeah, because think about it, guys. V4 has been running flawlessly. What's his name? Lights Out was saying that we had people were having failed transactions. I never had that. My only issue was I was trying to add liquidity, and it took me 3 tries to add the liquidity. And it was the transactions failed, but it wasn't a typical failed transaction. The transaction just didn't go through. And that was in the first like 2 hours after launch. So anything in the first few hours I don't even count because liquidity hasn't been added. The system, all the validators aren't up and running. It takes a little bit of time for everything to get working. So I wasn't too worried. But ever since then, everything's been working great. Corey, investor, my man. Yep. The cops. Hello, Sparky. Corey's like a machine with these interviews, just pumping them out. Is this who you talking about? Corey Geary, or Corey, the other Corey, or Corey Investor? There's 3 Corys. I gotta say something though. Last night we talked, and I do my normal show, and someone brought up supplements, and yeah, we talked a lot about supplements last night. I would say a good third of the show was supplements, and someone actually made a comment in the comment section of the video saying, "What the hell is this? This is like amateur supplement hour or amateur, I don't know, something to do with supplements." And I'm like, "Look, guy, it's my show. I talk about whatever I want, and I talk about what you guys want. If you guys have questions about a topic, we're going to talk about it. And if it's a topic I'm knowledgeable about, I'll talk about that topic. If it's a topic I'm not knowledgeable about, I'll send you to somebody that does know about it, or I'll send you to another place that maybe does, like maybe GPT-4 or Google. I'll send you to these other places that have more knowledge than me. But overall, I will discuss whatever you guys want to talk about. And there's passions that I have, and one passion I have is health and supplementation. And I can't help it. I'm a nurse. I was a nurse. I've been a nurse since 1993. I'm old as dirt. And I want to see people be healthy. Why do I only care about wealth? Or why would I only care about wealth? Wealth only goes so far. And I proved that when I got my kidney stones and I was really sick in early 2021. You could have as much money as you want, but if you're in the hospital all the time and you can't go out because you're sick, what's wealth? Health is wealth. Health comes first. If you're super healthy, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, the money's great, but tell you guys, your health. If you're in shape and you don't have any illness, that is the number one most important thing. Number two will be your family. Number three, family and friends. Number three would be maybe your actual wealth to be able to then pass it on and help others and do things like that. But overall, guys, look, your health is the most important thing, in my opinion. And it's hard work. I have to work harder on my health than I do on my wealth. Because wealth, for some reason, it doesn't take much to get wealthy. I know it sounds like it does. It seems like it does. But it just takes one or two good decisions in your life and wealth will just appear. But health is something you have to work on every single day. You have to make choices to stay healthy. Like me, for example, let's take me. I was in the Navy until I was 27 years old, right? So I was in decent shape up until I was about 27. I continued to work out and be in shape up until the age of 30. But then I let myself go. I stopped giving a fuck. I started working night shift as a nurse and mental health, and health went like that. And now I have to fight every day now to get that back. But the wealth, that came pretty easy. All I did was every day go into crypto and start learning about it and chatting with people and getting involved and building up an audience within I did it different. Everyone does it a different way. Some of you guys have jobs and you could take a portion of your money and put it into crypto. Me, I worked in crypto. So projects paid me in crypto, and that's how I built up my bags. But everyone does it different. And I just think that health is more difficult than wealth. But health is something you have to do every day. Wealth, I don't have to do every day. Now, wealth, because of Hex and Pulsechain and Icosa and all this, I can go to sleep every night and boom, 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 I continue to earn. Because I made some good decisions and it'll continue to do that for me. Health doesn't work like that. Health, you have to make a good decision every day. All right. Good evening, Randy and Hexkins and fellow contrarians. Yes, sir. Hello, hello. Guys, we could 4x the likes. Yes, please. I appreciate that. Great stream. How's that your kidneys are fixed? Do you know where someone could stake fee? E-fiat's not available to stake, John. John. Liberty guy. Yikes. Likes. Yes, please. I wonder how long Hurry Cash will last. I'll be using it while it's not sanctioned. Yep, exactly. Is it still going to launch Optimality? Did the founder get scared? I'm not sure. If I was a founder, I'd be nervous, especially if I was in the US. Hey, Crypto Millionaires with Corey Geary watching the replay always. Yeah, their show is amazing. Cultivate Crypto. What's going on, brother? These guys are doing their course coming up. Check out what they're doing. We have our course coming up, myself and Ben Dubard. That's going to be in May 29th to June 2nd. It's down below. It's a beginner's course. If you want something more in depth, definitely check out what Cultivate Crypto and Dollar Cost Crypto are doing. But if you want something beginner, we got our course. So check them both out. Speaking of e-fiat, the Hedron deployer was testing out the lending today. Oh, nice. Amazing. I saw that Alex went on a little rant today, And he was saying that anybody who's selling their Hedron isn't a true believer in the Hex ecosystem. And yeah, it's like, that's a little bit of a stretch, Alex. Love what he does. I'm a huge fan of Icosa, but my Hedron, I don't buy the HSI stakes. I know a lot of people that do. You can get HSI stakes at a substantial discount. It's a good way of buying your Hex. If you just want 55 stakes, and you could always sell them back to the Icosa contract, or you could sell them on any of the NFT platforms. But I'm sorry, Alex. If I want Hex, I own Hex or maybe Maxi. But Hedron to me is a way to earn Icosa. And then I take my Icosa and I stake that. Then I get Icosa and Hedron. And then I take my Hedron and turn that into Icosa again. That's the position I'm in. But even though it's part of the Hex ecosystem, Hex is still the main dog. Imagine we're saying 2 weeks. Imagine we're saying 2 weeks ago. I know. Corey, thank you. Appreciate it, sir. 20. Good evening to you. 1v4b. You guys are funny. EV at staked, then realized they were staker league. They have staker league. What are the levels? I don't know, JB. I have no idea. You have to go into their Telegram and figure it out. Right now I'm so amped after K4K PulseX video. Man, that guy knows how to pump PulseX. Because of him and other people, there's no way I'm selling my PulseX. I'm keeping it. I'm staking it. That's it. Sometimes that chain analysis can make some look silly. Yeah, they totally thought it was me that went in and bought up all the Tetra. No, I bought Icosa. Hey, Hexkins, what's good? Spank the like. Tweet it out. Yes, please. Thank you, Dr. H. How much did it cost you? I tried to stake my eFiat, but $33. Wow, that's how much it costs to stake here. What's the GUI right now? Jeez Louise. That's terrible. Yeah, no one should ever dox another. I've never been a fan of the chain analysis stuff. Whatever. Dosed easy. Hello, everyone. You guys will be lucky if we haven't already launched, just doing add-ons. That's right, Luther. Randy, can you walk through wrapping tokens for launch or where to learn it? All wrap. So Liberty Guy, all wrapping is you're gonna have a bridge. You're gonna connect that bridge to either your MetaMask or your Aurochs wallet, and you're gonna tell the bridge what to do. You're gonna say, okay, it's gonna say from Ethereum to Pulsechain, and then you're gonna deposit your tokens. It's gonna ask you how many coins, how many Ethereum you want to deposit, how many USDC you want to deposit. You click send. It takes the tokens from your wallet. It wraps them, and then they'll be wrapped over on Pulsechain. And they'll have the same value as they do on Ethereum. They're just wrapped. Now, I like bridges, but if it's a large dollar amount of value, I will be careful, because one of the weaknesses in DeFi has been bridges, and our bridges have been hacked. So I wouldn't keep a ton of money in the bridges. All right. So just be careful with the bridges. I plan to take some wrapped eHex and bring it over and provide an LP for eHex and pHex. And that's probably the only way I'll be using the bridge. Just be careful with it. If you're using the bridge to bring wrapped ETH over to buy Pulsechain, great, no problem. If you're bringing over wrapped eHex, then you got to keep it over there. If you're doing it for LP, you'll have to keep it, and it's going to be a risk. I just wouldn't do a ton. And maybe I'm thinking $1,000 to $2,000 worth of wrapped eHex, bring it over, be an LP, and earn some incentive tokens for that. But, going like large dollar amounts, it's just too risky. I think every organ in the human body heals itself. Doctors saying it doesn't. It's a huge lie. It's bullshit, Warhammer. They tell you, the kidneys, they don't repair. We know the liver does. The liver regenerates all the time. It's just that the kidneys just aren't as fast at regenerating. Chop and Brock, if you want to take some stack profits for Pulse and PulseX, what stable coin will be available on Pulsechain? I think we're going to have wrapped DAI. That's my guess. You're going to have wrapped DAI, DAI, which is just the dollar. I think DAI is backed 80% by USDC. So that looks like it's it. Yep. Shit. Tetra airdrop is on Star Wars Day. Yep. May the 4th be with you, everybody. Wait a second. So if you sacrifice for PulseX and Pulsechain, you qualified for the Tetra airdrop, but you had to have signed up for it. The Tetra airdrop just isn't to everybody. It's only for people who sacrificed and signed up. So sorry if you missed the sign up. It was only available for about 2 weeks. Everybody in the Patreon, they got it. Speaking of the Patreon folks, they nailed it because we kept beating the dead horse. Remember, guys, you have until 9 p.m. tonight to sign up for Tetra. I don't know how much it's going to be. I imagine it's not going to be a ton of money, but why not just keep them? Tetra could do very well in the bull run. I had a couple failed transactions at one point when I was clicking the burn button. Okay. But was there anything to burn at that moment? That's the question. What are the technical differences between liquidity, farms, and pools? Because they all separate in PulseX. Yep. Liquidity is when you go and you take your coins. Say, for example, you provide liquidity, Pulsechain, and PulseX. You have to take the matching amount of coins and USD value of Pulsechain and PulseX and provide liquidity for it. You will earn something called an LP token. Or you get the LP token. And then with those LP tokens, you earn part of the fees that are generated from being a liquidity provider when everyone trades, when people buy and sell Pulsechain, PulseX. Well, if you then take the LP tokens, you could stake them in the farms. And in the farm, the PLSX farm, you could stake them and earn INC token. And INC token seems to be doing pretty well. So that's in the farming. Excuse me. The farming is for whatever pairs the PulseX team want to start being active. So for example, maybe they want wrapped ETH with Pulsechain. So they'll put up the farm pair to incentivize people to bring over wrapped ETH into the ecosystem to help provide value for the Pulsechain system. So they'll incentivize that. And that's what they use the farms for. Now, pools, I've never really participated in pools. Pools are generally new tokens that are, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is how I understand it. New tokens that come into the ecosystem, and they will pay out portions of their tokens to people for staking their token within the pools. I think that's how pools are, but we don't have any active yet in PulseX. Yes, Willow Dreams, absolutely. I'm looking forward to this launch too. Some of my burning sessions failed on V4. I just assumed other folks clicked faster than me. That's what I'm thinking, Daniel, for the burning. Yeah. Korean investor is a goat. See, Sarah loves it when I talk about health-related topics. It's all preferences for different people. Some people don't like it. Some people only want me to talk about crypto, which is no problem. I understand that's what they want, but listen, you're not getting that from me. Thank you, Corey. Thank you, Corey. Talk to me about those glasses for real. They look comfy. Where do I get a set? They're made from Gunner. These are you got the Wakanda Forever versions. These are made by Gunner. They're for blue light glasses. They block out the blue light, so I can still sleep. Mike, I was having problems because remember before I was streaming at 10 p.m. and I didn't have these glasses on, and I usually couldn't fall asleep till midnight, 1 a.m. and it wasn't healthy. So I picked these up, and it's been amazing. So after about 7 p.m. or so in the evening, I put these on. And if I'm at the computer, it really helps a lot. And it blocks out the blue light. Feels great. No, I've never tried Smiling Green. Thank you. I'm old enough to know what that is. Health is definitely wealth. Yes, it is. Kakistocrates. Does your physical location have anything to do with transactions? The reason I ask is because I live in a rural area. I've never had a failed transaction. Every transaction is very fast. If you're close to a validator, maybe that makes a difference. I'm just speculating with you, come get me aliens, that if you have a validator nearby, it might improve your chances of transactions going through by microseconds, right? There's a reason why firms on Wall Street, they want to be closer to the data centers. They'll pay billions to have their system set up 100 meters closer than their competitors because they want that fraction of a second. Well, I imagine blockchain is not much different. If I have no pulse since started crypto in late 2022 during Hell FUD, have good hex bag. If ratio is favorable to buy pulse, should I use my P hex copies or bridge and dirty fiat? Don't mess with your P hex. Slippage is going to be high. It's going to be nasty. I wouldn't go there. New money when the bridge opens, probably your best bet. Unless we have limit orders. If limit orders are available during launch, you could set some limit orders and hope that somebody sells into them. If not, then you're just like, okay, so be it. I'll just buy with new money. That's the way I'm looking at it. We've discussed this through and through in our strategy group on the no permission strategy group. Initially, you thought that it was going to be the plan. I told everyone to stay away from, I've been saying from day one, stay away from the P-Hex plan to buy Pulsechain. It's no longer a good plan. If people are telling you to do that, they're setting you up for failure because anybody who's tested version 3 and V4 in the first couple hours know that there's no liquidity available. Liquidity will only be available when people add it. The AMM bot is just not going to have enough. It's just not going to suffice for what all of us want to do. Some really interesting buy and burn numbers from K4K and a few others on PLSX. The buy pressure is nonstop. If it dips on launch, it could be an amazing opportunity. Watch out for PLSX. It might take a little bit of time to get going, but once it gets going, it's going to be nuts. I bought some of the supplements you recommended. Hey, Willow, nice. I'm doing the Herbalife streams. When PLS, Hex Freedom? I've been saying end of August or May forever. End of May. That's the best I can come up with. Z says, walking 10,000 steps a day is healthy. I heard too. I don't know if it's true or not. Yeah, it's definitely true. I don't do 10,000. I do more like 6, but I'll show you. I got my proof here. I use Google Fit. And like today it says you probably can't see, but it says every day, you see all those circles, these green and blue circles. I mean, every day I've met my walking and my heart rate. So today I got 22. The 22 is the outer rim, and that's for the heart rate. You want to complete over 20 for the day. And my steps were 5142 today. So yeah. Google Fit. If you're an Android user, I don't know what Apple has. I'm sure they have something too. Agree with you, Randy. Words of wisdom. Health is wealth. Yes, it is, Jason. What the fuck does money do if you can't walk? Your lymph system requires movement. You don't slow down because you get old. You get old because you slow down. Yeah. James, I don't know. I know that the site's up now, so probably can. David Sinclair said eating too often is what ages us. That too. That fucker, David Sinclair, he's a shyster, man. Be careful with him. This whole thing with NMN. Did you guys know? I don't know. Maybe I said it last night, but NMN got pulled off the shelves because of his company, because they came up with their own proprietary blend and they want to sell it as a medication. Man, the United States is gangster. Oh, thanks you, James. Thanks. Okay, so fiat is live. Are you talking about fiat? He is. He likes to keep it. He's a fund guy, hedge fund guy. Turbo dorks for the win. Get back to those burpees and dips, Randizzle. 100 burpees a day keeps the gunt away. Oh, God. Same link as the safer class? Okay, so it goes by percentages of how much you own of the ecosystem. Yeah, it's definitely harder after 50. I'm not even there yet. I got another year and a half, 2 years. Thank you, Vince. I value food from my supermarket more than a 55 steak. Supermarkets near you will randomly blow up due to climate change any minute now. Working overtime for this billion heat drive. Nice, Jay Perry. Howdy, Randy and all. Still in Maddie's stream. Just remembered I need to be in Christopher Rouse streams too. But my computer not yet reassembled. Only 2 cell phones active. Robert, man, you're all over the place. Randy, did you see K4K videos on PulseX future price today? No. Oh, man. You guys, after I get done with this stream, I'm going to go watch it. So we got the Ram Man live today. Hex Mining Hodler, you know it. Sunday through Thursday. I'm streaming at 9 p.m. Central. Agreed. PLSX, keeping it, staking it, dude. It's so funny because I don't look at PLSX as something I would ever sell. I look at my Pulsechain and I say, I would sell that if PHEX dipped enough. But I just don't think PulseX is going to do well in the first couple weeks. It might take some time to get going. So I think Pulsechain is really going to outperform PulseX in the first while. So I don't even think of it something as an asset that I would sell. I just think of it as something that I would stake. Gwei was 30. Jeez. One thing I wish K4Gate did the math with was if the OA supply in the pools, because I'm kind of curious what the protocol would do for the buy and burn if nobody is selling. That'd be a good question. Hi, Randy Brandon, but have you a store online you recommend buying Zeolite? Yeah, I just buy it on Amazon. I have the link down below for the Zeolite. I love my Hex. You stole my LP play, Randy. Win-win with that pair. Yeah. How can you lose? Anyone can practice bridging on the Phantom networking using Spooky Swap. It's cheap too. Exactly. I used to do it with another one of the chains. I got to play with the bridging and all that. So I'm ready. Still feel like it's Christmas in the dark. Yeah, Luther. If you put your bag in ETH and send it over in large amounts, will it have the value over on Pulsechain? Yes, sir. It's a will problem solver. The only thing is, get rid of it. Don't keep stuff wrapped for a long time. Try to get Pulsechain native tokens as fast as you can. Do not trust bridges after all the ones that got hacked in the last couple of years. Liver regenerates but comes in second compared to the testes. Oh, that's right, BFlow. My wife would agree. Was going to mint my eFiat today, but too expensive. See? Send the tokens you want to bridge to an isolated wallet, then send through bridge. On the other side, move the W token back to the original wallet. Thank you, Ted. Ted's got it figured out. Safety first. Doesn't the OA have a lot of DAI? Yeah, it's got a lot of DAI, a lot of hex, A lot of Pulsechain, a lot of PulseX. Randy, you short Hex yet on fiat? No, I have not, Jesus. I would never do such a thing. I will not leverage trade. I will not do it. I'm done with it. What I will do is I will lend on the leverage platforms like Famous and let other people wreck themselves because they just don't know. Weight token pumping, nice. People are getting antsy. I'm telling you, people are feeling it. Failed transaction in the PulseX burn is when you aren't fast enough, you lose. Yeah, exactly. That's the only reason why I think there'll be failed transactions. We're going to have any wrap stable. I think 4 native stable coins: Coast, Liquid Loans, Power City, and I think we're going to have wrap DAI. Hexmao, what's up? INC token is the new unvaccinated sperm. Exactly, me too, eFlow. I think you're talking about the EHEX, PHEX. I get Hex, Anita. Hey, Brand. Good evening, sir. I think the transaction failed when we were clicking burn because Hex McKenzie was spamming it. LOL. Whoever hits it first got the transaction. Yeah. Hey, Sandra's here. Good evening, Sandra. Anita. Soylent Green. What a movie. Yeah. That takes me back to my younger days. That came out, what, 72? Something, even before I was born. Good night, Dr. H. Jay Pond, what's up? Mike says, thanks. I just got a set of Oakley Metalink. Those look way better. These crush my ears. Thanks for answering. Just subscribe. Day one, Sacker PLS. Got 6 others in. Thanks for what you do, brother. Oh, you're welcome, Mike. You're welcome. What I was talking about at dinner is I was like, look, yeah, kettlebells are great. The people that are live streaming, we're the ones that we're like the cheerleaders. Let's go Pulsechain. Let's go Pulsechain. Okay, I'm not gonna say cheerleaders. I'm gonna say we're the folks in the stands cheering on, and that's just what we do every day. Hey, Motley, good to see you, sir. Randy Motley, yep. 2 more sailors. Found out there in a specific section of the gym. Yeah, Valiant brand. Just go buy some. Keep them in your house. I got mine sitting right here. The nice thing about using kettlebells is that you stop what you're doing, you go work out for 5 minutes, you get a whole bunch of exercises in with the kettlebells, you go relax, you come back and do it 5 minutes more, and you're good. And you're sore as hell. Oh, optimality, for sure. Thank you, brother. I missed the supplement recommendations, but do you use NMN? Schwa, yes, I do. I love it. And the thing is, it is now pulled off the shelves. You cannot buy it in the US anymore. Hey, Kinetics, I just found out this token called SHIB. I cheated everything. You loaded it. Mita, thank you. Has nothing to do with Pepe token, though. I've had this light for a long time. There are 2 kinds of people in this world: those who walk and those who do not. Move it. Yep, got to. What do you mean, Pepe? Kinetics, it's okay. What? That's a Pepe. Gotta get a HELOC at my house now. Stay away from Pepe, folks. After David Sinclair took 2 years to get us addicted, boom, off the shelves. What a scumbag. I'm so pissed at David Sinclair right now. Yes, this is exactly what I've been researching. It's a huge deal that we should all care about. If NMM gets taken, what's next? Niacin, NAC, resveratrol, all kinds of stuff they could take off the markets. Always stay healthy enough to have a couple cocktails. Yep. Tonight I had a couple sangrias. When you get old, your body slows down. It's a fact. And at 73, I know I ain't fast at all. That's right, Bob. Sheo was enacted for a reason, and not once has the FDA adhered to it since 1994. Yeah, you can't trust them. If you weren't bullish on PulseX before, after today's K for K video, you will be. I'm so glad I sacrificed a lot for PulseX. In my opinion, it's a lot. Have you heard of XRP? Fucking Jim Willie. Oh, God. Yep. Sarah, it's amazing. And now I've added the alternate day fasting. Like tomorrow, I'll fast again for 40 hours. So I had dinner tonight. Was that about 5 p.m.? We finished up at 6. So I won't eat again until Thursday morning or Thursday around 10 a.m. So 28 hours or something like that. It's good stuff. Yeah. Get those T-shares, guys. If you don't have T-shares, what are you thinking? Why no super chats, Ram Man? I want to give you money. Well, I've tried to get verified, but I can't seem to get my PIN code. I'll keep trying, man. It's some with Google. Google's having some issues. If you borrow on your crypto, do you get cash credit? You get stables. Hey, now only half of you buggers have hit the like button. That's right. It's a big U.S. fight right now against Declare and FDA, as far as I know. But I'm still able to get it online for some places. But for how long? No idea. I've been looking for places in Canada and Europe as a backup, but I haven't found anything yet. There's a couple companies like my favorite company, whatever. The one I use, I can still buy it straight from them, but I can't buy it. Thank you, Rand. But I can't buy it from Amazon. Could you explain how Odyssey continues to exist even though Library lost in court? They didn't so much. They actually won, didn't they? They didn't lose. Odyssey is just a fork as far as the technology goes. Yes, Z. Exactly. Thoughts on eFiat? I'm not a big fan of the eFiat side because it's on Ethereum. I'm a big fan of everything that's coming to Pulsechain. That would be Fiat and Famous. And Fatty. Shiny obviously how to get set money up. All right, guys. I got to get going. It's been a long day. And I hope everyone has a great night. And hopefully Pulsechain, hopefully when I wake up in the morning, there's some good news. Maybe not. Whatever. Just 2 more weeks.